Welcome to WBRO. This is the show where the two brothers come together to talk their crappy football teams. Or maybe one has a crappy football team, the other one has a more promising football team. But nonetheless, we talk about that theme park stuff every now and then. I don't know if we've done it yet on this show, but we will get to it at some point in time. And all other fun things to go on. What is up? I am Review It Rob from the Review It Rob Show. And with me is my co-host on this beautiful show here. Who is it? Say who you are.
My name is Tombstone Josh. What's up, brother?
What's going on, dude, man?
You know, it's good to have a face to the voice when it comes to you, because you kill it on your show every week, the Review It Rob Show, but that's audio only, man. So I'm kind of glad this is kind of like another chapter for the Review It Rob Show, showing your face here, sir.
Yeah, man. I like to keep the show audio because it's so perfect. If they saw me doing the show as well, I'd be like, that's too much perfection. We can't handle this. And we have problems,
You can't handle the perfection.
You can't handle perfection. But how you been? How's it going?
Awesome, man. I have no complaints. Music season is winding down, so I haven't been as super busy. I say that as I'm about to play 2 shows coming up this weekend, but it is winding down. Work season's winding down, so life's good, man. It's October. Come on, man.
Yeah, spooky season's here. Spooky season's here. We're over here thrilling and killing because spooky season's here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of spooky season, something big coming up next weekend, ain't it?
Yeah, we've got Spooktacular happening here on the Thrill Me Podcast Network, where all the shows do spooky stuff. I do mandatory horror news on my show every single episode, so I always got the spooky things going on over there. But WBRO, we're going to do something specially spooky, so special that I don't even know what it is at the moment. But
yeah,
we will be doing something fun for sure. Maybe get some of those Scooby-Doo donuts that you were showing on the Facebook, because those things look kind of good. And then what other nonsense we can get into. But all the shows across the Thrilling Podcast Network's brand is doing something horrific for the season.
Yeah, man. Make sure everybody hits that like and subscribe button and joins us for all of the fun tricks and treats that may be going down.
Mostly tricks. Yeah. Nah, just kidding. It's mostly treats over here. But I'm doing good. You're doing good. Chucky Season 3 is debuting as we're recording, so that is awesome. I'm going to check that out later because it'll be streaming same day on the Peacock. Hence why I changed my profile photo. If you saw that, that is me and Chuckster at HHN this year. But nonetheless, I digress. What do you want to start with?
Well, you know what? It's probably my favorite segment of the show. I feel like you enjoy it too. This one's a really, really good one. That's a big 10-4, buddy. You know what that movie that's from?
I remember it, but I
don't. Smokey and the Bandit. But I'm saying big 10-4, buddy, because today is October 4th. So 10-4, we talk some National Day stuff. We'll talk about what we're celebrating on this day today.
I see what you did there. 10-4. I got you. Cool. It's like May the 4th, but you'll actually.
No, I knew you were going to do. I knew you were going to do that, man. I knew you were going to do that.
Listen, Star Wars made it a thing, and then every day is a day now, apparently.
It's a true story, man. This one today, though, I feel like is special because there's a lot of treats. There's a lot of goodies in this particular episode.
Treats and goodies. Treats is the word of the day.
And I'm not even going to save the best. I'm going to save the best one for last. I'm not even going to kick it off with that, even though this first one might sound like it's the best one. But up first, it's National Cinnamon Roll Day, man.
Ooh, love me a cinnamon roll.
Cinnamon rolls are the best. Okay. To be specific, the middle of the cinnamon roll is the best. That outside layer is kind of like, you cooked a little too long, buddy. It's starting to taste like cardboard.
I was about to say, it depends on how you cook it, because if you cook it correctly, it all tastes good.
What do you mean you cook it? You could cook it as the directions say. The outside is always going to be more hard than the inside.
Never follow the directions. Directions are always wrong.
All right, Mr. Reviewer Rob, what's the perfect way to make a cinnamon roll?
I have no idea. I just throw them in the oven and just kind of check them every now and then. I'm like, oh, they look done, and then I eat them.
You know the good thing about cinnamon rolls?
What's that?
No matter the form that they come in, where there's the giant ones, the mini ones, cereal, Pop-Tart, always delicious, man. I'm a big fan of cinnamon.
Yeah, cinnamon's never bad unless you eat it just by itself, because choking hazard. But
that was a challenge the kids were doing back in the day. They would try to ingest some dry cinnamon.
Well, kids are stupid. We know this.
You didn't go too well.
We know kids are stupid. Yeah, right. I mean, are we shocked? They're eating Tide Pods and stuff like that. They're morons. And
We
then of
won't
course
go
people
there.
try to get. Anyways, yeah, go for it. Let's move forward.
Next one up on the list. I like this one because now that we found out last week you're a little bit of a boozer.
Ah,
Somebody enjoys a little bit of booze now and there, Mr. Reviewer Rob.
giggles.
National Vodka Day,
Ah,
which is not my specific choice. If I'm going to pick something to mix, it's going to be whiskey. That's probably going to be my choice. But vodka's a good one. It's a good mixer.
yeah, yeah.
Do
I
you
like the
remember what it
rum.
was that you were mixing that night in Orlando?
No, because they mixed it for me. As in
It wasn't
Universal.
on a menu. Did
Yeah,
you just
man.
walk up there and you're like, "Hey, give me what you got"?
I looked up there. I looked at the name. I'm like, cool. I kind of looked at the menu just to make sure there's no jalapeno stuff in it because I don't want a spicy drink. But as soon as we did that, like I saw the name, like Electric Death. Yeah, I want that immediately. Like Electric Death. Yes, let's get that. Cool. That sounds
Huh?
fun.
We
Second
need to
drink I
see.
got, very strong.
Maybe
But
there was a little bit of vodka in it.
probably, but very good.
All right. Next one's kind of a weird one. Coffee, but with a cop day. So like you can enjoy your coffee, but with a cop.
Does the cop pay for the coffee, or do you got to buy the cop's coffee?
I would assume that you would have to buy it for the cop, I guess.
Oh, jeez.
And what if they're a Starbucks kind of cop? Like they want to go to Starbucks, you're sitting in line for 30 minutes, you got to pay for an $8 coffee. I don't know about that one.
Dude, I had no idea what you just said when you said Starbies. I'm like, what the hell is that? Is that
But
Arby's?
that's what the youths are calling Starbucks these days.
Jesus. We
Yeah.
can't use words.
No, man, everything's got to be abbreviated or shortened. You know how it goes.
Apparently.
We're slowly working our way back to hieroglyphics. You remember what those were? The little drawings cavemen put in the cave
Yeah.
people. Excuse me, cave people put in the caves.
Yeah, they did
Like
a
little
little
drawings, and they're supposed to make words.
tink,
We're
tink,
getting back there with all
tink,
these emoji things. Yeah.
dot, 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 tink,
Hey,
tink,
this one was
tink,
kind of a big deal in my neighborhood today.
Okay.
International Walk to School Day.
Wait,
And
Mr. Rogers over there, Mr. Tombstone's neighborhood.
no, it was but it's International Walk to School Day, so they were actually celebrating it at the schools. So there's a lot of people walking, which was kind of a pain in the ass because it slowed the traffic down a lot so that people could cross. But also there was a lot of cops on the trails. I was like,
They were
that's
looking for
cool.
that. They're looking at free coffee. To have a
That's
coffee.
right. Hey, good callback on that one right there. Good callback.
Yeah, I don't know about walking to school. Did the school bus drivers get the day off, or
Probably not. I'm sure a lot of people were in the loop with needing to walk to school day.
Interesting. Never heard of it, but I get it.
All right, I got a couple more treats here on the list before we go into the last two.
Okay.
National Kale Day. How do you feel about kale?
I don't know what it is.
Kale. Eating healthy never tasted so good as we celebrate National Kale Day. I think it's like a darker, crunchier version of lettuce, I guess.
You can stop right there at the healthy part. Eating healthy? No. This is grapes. Enjoy me a grape with kale.
Grapes are good. Grapes are good.
I'm good.
Are you a purple or a green grape kind of guy?
Both, but I prefer purple.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Undertaker grapes. All right.
Or red. Yeah, I prefer them.
Okay. How about some pumpkin seeds? It's National Pumpkin Seed Day. Have you ever tried the pumpkin seeds?
No. Are they good? Do they taste like
Bro,
sunflower seeds?
They're like sunflower seeds, but it is a debacle. Like Halloween at my house is a debacle around this time of year.
Why?
Because you get the pumpkins, you carve the pumpkins, you clean out the pumpkins, and then you bake the seeds. That's like the whole routine. And then you season them and you throw them in the oven and you bake them and then you eat them. But it's such a mess, dude. Like, I can't believe how much of a mess that is. Like, I would rather carve the plastic ones, but certain people insist we have the pumpkin seeds around here. So
you gotta be organic, I guess. You know, you gotta do the real deal. You gotta get the guts. You gotta stick your hand in the pumpkin guts and pull out all the guts and seeds and guts.
Is that enough guts over there?
Guts.
All right. Speaking of guts,
yeah.
National Golf Lovers Day. How are we feeling about golf?
What does that got to do with guts?
Hey, man, it takes a lot of guts to play golf, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't.
What? Are you kidding me right now?
It's the laziest sport in the world.
I hear it's one of the hardest things to do. Like hitting a golf ball and hitting a baseball.
I'm
pretty hard.
accuracy may be an issue, but I mean, it's not like basketball or football or anything like that. It's like
Yeah.
you stand there and then you swing at a ball.
I do not subscribe to this one because I don't love golf at all. I visit a bunch of golf club resorts just because of what I do for work.
Hmm.
And I don't know. I mean, they seem like some nice fellows
It still amazes
and
me that you
ladies,
go
but
to a golf
it's
club.
not for me. Like I can't watch it. Maybe mini golf once in a while, but
Anytime
regular golf,
I think of
I
golf
don't know.
courses, I think of tea and tea. Like I don't ever think about any other kind of drinks on golf courses. Maybe alcoholic beverages, but
Yeah.
mostly tea because of like the Arnold Palmer and whatnot. So I don't know. It's interesting. But yeah, I don't care for golf. I mean, putt putt's fun. I have a good time with some putt putt. Wii golf was fun for a little bit. So
Ah, okay,
I don't know.
cool.
That's
All
about
right,
it
you
for me.
ready for the big one? You ready for the big one, man?
Yeah.
The net probably one of the best holidays of all time. Okay. What?
I said okay.
Oh, National Taco Day, man.
Yes.
Yes.
There's the day we're celebrating right there. Now we're talking.
I seen somebody posted that it might as well be called National Unity Day because everybody loves tacos. Taco is like this means the same thing in every language. It's just everybody loves tacos, man. National Taco Day is a big deal. I love tacos. You love tacos.
Yes, Taco Day is especially in all realms known as Yum Day because tacos are always amazing. Like you can't
Yeah.
go wrong with a taco. Like it's hard to go wrong with a taco unless you put some lettuce on mine. Then we got a problem. All right, because I don't feel like crunching on some freaking watery stuff when I'm trying to eat my delicious tacos. Okay.
I I remember I used to subscribe to that same method as you back in the day whenever the parents would get us some tacos, it would be meat and cheese only. That's it. But since I've grown, I've appreciated the extra texture that lettuce adds to it, especially when you add some stuff to that. So I'm a big toppings guy when it comes to my tacos, man. I know you're not. I
Nope.
know you're not.
Nope.
But when it comes to hard taco, soft taco, which one do you lean?
Oh, hard taco for sure.
Crunch taco.
I
Crunch
love a
taco.
crunchy
I got
taco.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to hear that when I bite down into it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's my favorite.
National Taco Day is a big deal. I wish I was celebrating that right now with a bunch of tacos stuff in my face. But hey, man,
Yeah,
we're doing a show. Good times.
we're doing a show. Yeah, that's what's happening. Tacos and tacos. Tacos. I like tacos.
So you
All right.
have tacos, then you have your vodka, then you finish it up with cinnamon bun. Sounds like a great dinner right there, man.
Sounds like I'm throwing up tomorrow. That's what that sounds like.
All right, but that's all the National Day stuff I had for this episode.
Right on.
Pretty good
Those
one.
are some
That's a
pretty
pretty good one, man.
awesome. Those are some good ones. Yeah, I like those national days. Are we ready to go from the national days to Southtown?
We sure are, man. And I still wish we could freaking throw the music in right here, man. This would be the part where the song would kick off. It goes into the chorus. So just pretend, folks out there that are listening to this, that the song Southtown is playing right now.
All right. I'm going to kick us off here because I'm pretty sure you've got some very aggressive feelings to go through.
I'm not gonna do it. I know I texted you and said I'm going off on an epic rant, but calm down in the 3 days since the last game.
That's normally how it happens. But Houston Texans are a problem. They are becoming a problem. First, freaking, I knew it takes time. It takes time. You let them young man get it all together. I remember in preseason where people were like, oh, this guy stinks. After the first preseason game, after one little series, not even a series, a couple throws, like this guy stinks. He's over. It's not going to work. Now here we are, week 4 of the NFL, 4 games in, or week 5, but 4 games in, leading the quarterback rankings. He's in the top 5 there, leading the rookie rankings, gonna win rookie of the year, gonna do all this, breaking records left and right, hasn't thrown a single interception. The man, CJ Stroud, the man behind me, we got ourselves a franchise quarterback better than any franchise quarterback we've ever had. I can say that right now. I will say it right now because it is factual, because that last one we had already would have had like 15 interceptions already. This one, killing it, man. Not doing anything wrong. Building upper wide receivers. Nico Collins, man, we've been waiting for to be a top dog wide receiver for a while, is now a top dog wide receiver. Steve Smith was talking about him today. Like, we got our stuff going. And speaking of Southtown, we're all 2-2 in the AFC South. We're
That's
all
right.
freaking tied right now. And the Texans, I don't know if you saw the latest power rankings, but the Texans are like ranked either 11 or 15. They got a couple of these power ranking things out here. But one of them said they were
Heck
11th.
yeah.
The other one said they were 15th. We are doing things in Houston right now that are freaking awesome, man.
That's great, dude. I'm glad you're excited about it too. Hey, your quarterback's thrown no interceptions as well.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Well, wasn't that the stat? Like the most either throws or the most completions without an interception?
Yep.
That's awesome, man. That's incredible.
Yep, he's doing it. I think he's almost past Cam Newton at this point. I don't know.
And,
But he's
you're
pretty
freaking
good.
your guys' coach, man. He is building a culture that I am like beyond jealous of, man, because he seems like an awesome coach. Listening to JJ Watt talk about him and how the team is was awesome, man. So I'm stoked for you because I know how long of a battle it's been for your team. So that's awesome, man. Because I root for him too. That's my AFC team, man. So I'm stoked.
Yeah. D'Amico's amazing. So happy we got him. There's so many rumors of other coaches, but we were hoping to get D'Amico because he's a former player. He's a former Houston Texan player. So you bring him in. He's the coach. He already knows the area. He knows the culture. Bring that culture up. Bring back what that team used to be, a dominant defense every single year. So bring that back. We got the defense looking good. The offense is looking awesome. Dude, we have not allowed the quarterback to be sacked 2 games in a row. I didn't think that was ever going to happen in Houston.
Nice.
Especially when we have 3 to 4 starting offensive linemen hurt.
Yeah.
They're not sacking them. They're not touching our quarterback. So we're doing good things right now, man. It's fun, and we're getting starters back. So it's interesting. It's a very interesting ride we're on right now.
That's awesome, man. That's good news. That's good news. And like you're saying, everybody in your division's tied. That's cool. That's going to make for an interesting race. Who do you guys play next?
I got to double check. I think it's Atlanta.
Oh, I think it is Atlanta. I think
sure
it is
Atlanta.
Freaking hell yeah. Go Texans, man.
Where's my schedule? I got it over here somewhere. Schedule, Texan schedule. There we go. We are playing Atlanta.
Okay. And I know that the Jaguars are playing the Bills. Who are the Titans and the Colts playing?
I'll have to double check that in a moment. But dude,
what?
We're playing the NFC South the next 4 games.
Yeah.
We got the Falcons, the Saints, bye week, Panthers, Buccaneers.
Wow, what a middle of the geez, man. You guys honestly should win all of those too.
We should.
If you guys keep on that trajectory.
I think the Buccaneers are probably the most decent team out of that bunch right now. No offense.
I won't dispute that.
No offense. But I mean, we're talking here.
It is what it is, man.
It is what it is. But yeah, things are all right. What am I looking up? The schedule.
Who are the Titans and the Colts playing? I want to see how you guys stack up because there's a chance you guys go handle business against the Falcons. You would figure the Jaguars will struggle with the Bills.
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys will be 3-2, the Jaguars will be 2-3. You guys can take that lead in the division.
This is something I want to talk about because I think this is a little bit of favoritism shown towards the Jaguars by letting them stay over there in London. That way they don't have to deal with the freaking travel that they have to deal with that the Bills are going to have to go through right now. But yes, they're playing each other in London. Are they doing the Toy Story thing again for this game?
No, I think that was a one-time. It was a lot of people loved it, man. So maybe they'll do it again. But this week they're not doing it.
Okay. But sadly, the Colts and the Titans play each other this week, so we won't be able to get an upski. But
unless they tie.
Unless they tie, or if the Colts lose, because we lost to the Colts, so we don't need the Colts winning. But yeah, man, things are looking fan-flippin-tastic right now.
Awesome.
Yeah. All right. So there's my joyous time. What's going on over there in Carolina Panthers, NFC Southland?
Bro, it is the exact opposite of everything you just said of your team. It's the exact opposite. Okay, brand new coach, brand new quarterback, like you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just this is an exact reenactment of one of the coaches' plays from this past weekend. Okay, this is my playbook. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna dial up a pass to Thielen right here. Okay. Oh, Thielen's not on the field. Timeout. Timeout. We gotta call a timeout.
Are you serious,
bro? What the hell is our coach doing, man? I have no idea. And it's starting to leak out. I mean, especially when you go with that type of thing, it's starting to leak out now that Frank Reich is dealing these plays, telling Bryce where to throw the ball. It sounds like he's not giving him a play and letting him decipher what he wants to do with it. It sounds like he's saying, hey, we're going to call this play to Thielen. That's where he's expecting the ball to go. I don't know if that means it's supposed to be his first read. I don't know what it means. But if you go back to the Atlanta Falcons game where Bryce Young threw 2 interceptions to the exact same safety in the exact same spot of the field, it's starting to look like the way that he's calling these plays, and people aren't happy, man. Fans are not happy. There was so much hype going into this year. With this is my example of how I'm looking at everything. Okay, before the year, all kinds of hype. This is like the best coaching staff to help this young quarterback be rookie of the year, help him be amazing, help him develop. Bro, this is like the TV show Hell's Kitchen with all these amazing cooks doing all these amazing things, but we don't have Gordon Ramsay, okay? We have freaking Frank Reich. We have this doofus that doesn't know what the hell he's doing. He's just like, the preparation that he's putting together, it's just not working right now, man. And it's like a pride thing where I don't know if he wants to give up play calling duties, but their offensive coordinator, he should be calling the plays. Like, he is always pumped up all the time. He's always giving like Bryce some pep up speeches, like trying to tell him, hey man, it's okay. We're going to go out there. We're going to get him next series. And even Bryce, you can see him like he got the team around him, telling him like, hey man, we need to step it up. And then unfortunately that was right before Bryce got sacked, fumbled, and then that fumble was returned for a touchdown. And then the game was never the same. And here's a stat talking about your quarterback's amazing stat. I got one for you for my team. It's the only team that is 0-4 or has started the season 0-4 when they've led in every single one of those games. So they've been up in every game, but they've lost everyone.
Wow. That's rough.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Which is interesting because
they were leading against Seattle at halftime, and they were beating Minnesota at halftime, and they lost both of those games. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, that's tough. I don't, and I know a lot of people were talking that Frank Reich thing needs to get fixed because obviously his play calling is not good, and you know, coming from the Billy O. Stooge era of the Texans where he was head coach and calling plays, it's never a good thing, or rarely a good thing. I'm sure there might have been one out there that works. Maybe Bill Belichick does that. I don't know, but yeah, that's tough. But I think the thing that you and I disagreed on the most was Bryce Young. I don't think any of this stuff is his fault at all. Like that, he's a kid. It's 4 weeks in. You know, he's trying to learn everything. His freaking offense coordinator is a stooge, and on top of that, he's got no time whatsoever to pass the ball.
But I can counter that. See, because like I said, it's been a couple of days. I've looked at it differently. Like you were just talking about how your team is doing so well with its second and third string offensive line. That's what we're on, and they freaking stink, man. They're like, you're right. He has no time. I think the most frustrating part is like if we would have went into the season thinking, okay, we're going to be the dog shit team of the division, no expectations, no hype, I think it would have been a different story. But there was so much hype going into how bad the NFC South was going to be. This should be a competitive division, to say the least, that they have a chance to win. No, man, we're 4 weeks into the season. It's like, all right, whatever. Okay, we'll see you next year.
Which sucks because y'all don't have a first-round pick. Maybe you can trade something to get a first-round pick. But
which I don't, man. There's like so many rumors now that our GM is trying to get a receiver in, and the most strong rumor I've heard so far is Jerry Jeudy, which he's an upgrade over anybody we have. So I've been refreshing Twitter like crazy, trying to see if the news will actually pop up. Hasn't happened yet, but we'll see.
Cool. Yeah, hopefully something gets figured out there. We've got, 13 more weeks?
Yeah.
So, I mean, still a chance to somehow pull out a winning season. But, you know, again, we've got to protect the quarterback. We got to get the run game going because if the run game's going, then the pass game can get going. But you do need a wide receiver. That DJ Chark guy is obviously your best wide receiver. Nothing against Thielen.
Thielen has been the best receiver lately, and he can't – I mean, I don't know how – he's going to be the workhorse, man, which, I mean, he's great. He's a great for what he is, but, man, they need a deep threat.
Yeah, get Hayden Hurst involved more. Yeah, I think coaching is the problem over there. When we really sit there and think about it, I think the coaching is the issue. And it's like you said, he's the first-year coach, so.
Yeah, this ain't his first rodeo, though. He was the offensive coordinator. Oh, coordinator? Damn. Is that like Terminator? Anyways, he was the offensive coordinator in Philadelphia when they went to the Super Bowl. And then he was the head coach for Indianapolis before they freaking fired him. because they sucked. So
I was about to say Indy sucked that year he was there.
sucks, man.
And Philly, I wouldn't give him credit for that. Philly was just on a. It was their defense that did everything. So yeah, screw that guy. All right. But not to leave on it. Do we have anything else on the NFC South we need to talk about?
The Bucks, that the team that everybody thought was going to be the crap team of the season, is who is leading the division right now and probably the strongest team, which just goes to show you never know what the hell's going to happen. The only, what's that?
Falcons are holding Kyle Pitts hostage, apparently.
Yeah, there's rumors that he might be on the trading block too. I don't know what's going on. Derek Carr hasn't been as good as they were hoping for the Saints. I hope. Right? Well, he still played, so he's not. Okay. I mean, he's okay enough to play, but man, I don't know. I mean, maybe the other teams will fall off. That the Panthers can sneak in, kind of like they did last. They started 1-5 last year and almost won the division. So anything's possible. Yeah. Anything's possible. Like I said, the teams have led in every game. They're competitive. I just feel like our coach can't get out of the way to save his life, man. So we'll see. I'll try to be positive, but every time I try to be positive, like this week, the Panthers played the Detroit Lions. So it's like I already know going into this game, no chance whatsoever.
Yeah, that's a tough outlook, but yeah, fair enough.
Well.
So yeah, hopefully something gets figured out there. But I had a funny thing I saw today on Twitter because I refuse to call it by whatever name they're putting.
Yeah, that's never gonna go.
So. And it has to deal with the Falcons, so it fits Southtown. So former Falcons running back Devonta Freeman, you remember him?
Mm-hmm.
All right. He liked a tweet that said the following, quote, Kyle Shanahan lost Super Bowl 51 on purpose to the Patriots so he could get Jimmy Garoppolo on the 49ers when he officially became the head coach.
Wow.
That would explain, that was the only way to explain how they blew a 28-3 lead.
Wow.
What do you think about that?
Man, I don't know. There's always been that talk about games being scripted or people shaving points or doing certain things for certain reasons. But I feel like I just feel like Shanahan's is not the coach to do that unless he just really hated being in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. Wait, he wasn't the head coach. He was offensive coordinator.
I guess they changed the plays, didn't they? Instead of running, they started throwing the ball still when they could have run the clock out. I think is what they're alluding to here. Devonta Freeman, right? So yeah, the running back. Yeah, if I remember that Super Bowl correctly, I think they could have run the clock out, but they kept throwing the ball and giving the Patriots chances.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, some people look at it as aggressive play calling, as in like putting your foot on the gas and pulling away. But I don't know. I think maybe that guy, since he's not in the league anymore, maybe he harbors some kind of blame towards him for him not getting a ring. Maybe that's his excuse there. I don't know. I don't feel like Shanahan would do that, actually.
Okay. Let's see what else going on football-wise. Colin Kaepernick trying to get back to the NFL with the Jets and all that. Looks like that's not going to happen, but there is another opportunity if he actually takes it this freaking time. The Rock has contacted and talked to him about joining the XFL. Which the XFL with The Rock has become more of a big name, I would say. Mm-hmm. And they have just merged with, what was it, USFL?
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Merged with one of them. So, I mean, the XFL is a proven commodity at this point. It's not one of those one-and-done things like it was before. So, I mean, if the guy wants to play football, like he seems to claim he wants to play football, go to the XFL for a season and prove you still have it.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. That's the word. That's the prove it. Because I feel like the way the NFL looks at these leagues now is kind of like the way baseball looks at minor league. Like we have the Charleston River Dogs here. It's called a farm system. If our players down here are awesome, the Tampa Bay team will take those players and move them up to the major leagues. So, like, you're right. If Colin wants to prove that he can still play and he deserves to be in the league, he needs to go try it out, man. So I'm not against it. Hell, if he wants to come play football, that's awesome, man. I mean, he was an electric player.
Yeah, he was really good for the time that he played, and yeah, I mean we see it every year where there's posts about XFL player going to NFL, signed to this NFL team's practice squad, and when he just wants to be signed to the Jets practice squad, right? Go play in the XFL, you'll get there. Like it's very easy. It's more of a what does he want to play or does he want to get paid kind of deal. I think is where that's leading to. Because if he wants to play, he'll be in the XFL tomorrow. All right, last thing football wise, I want to talk about hot button issue. Everybody's talking about it. I gotta talk about it too. We gotta jump on it. I love Tay-Tay. Like I love Tay-Tay.
I'm glad you're talking about this because this is what I want to talk about too. Because I have the perfect All right, you tell me what you're gonna say first, and then I'll tell you exactly what I want.
No, I think it's hilarious because we always see like cut cameras to celebrities in the crowd sometimes, or
Um,
wives or parents of people and all there. She's his girlfriend, apparently, maybe, who knows? I don't freaking know. But she's
might be
there.
at work.
And on top of that, she's the biggest freaking star in the world. So,
Yeah,
oh, she's there. She's going to get us ratings like it's already been proven. Yeah, let's show her 10 to
yeah,
20 times on screen. Let's play her freaking movie commercial a couple times. Let's get
yeah,
this going. We're not dumb. We're in the business of making viewership to get money. I mean, and she
yeah.
had the freaking Avengers with her this week. She had what, Blake Lively. She had Sabrina Carpenter. She had Ryan Reynolds. She had Hugh Jackman. I'm like, this is awesome. I just want to see who she's going to bring with her
I
every week.
that is exactly. Man, I don't know how you feel about this, but everybody's talking about it, and people are hating on it and stuff like that. I felt like they didn't go to her enough. So here's my proposal. Are you ready for
Who?
this?
I mean, they did
But
show Aaron Rodgers about the same amount of time as they showed her. So
they didn't show
yeah,
her enough, is what I'm saying. They didn't show
yeah,
her enough. I need to see more of Tay Tay. But here's my
always.
proposal for these games. Maybe a playoffs thing because the Chiefs will always be on TV that way.
Hmm.
I need a freaking Tay Tay cast like we have the Manning cast. Like I need a Taylor specific TV show where it's her and Jimmy Fallon hanging out, talking crap, watching football, having a good time. I want that split screen with what the football game is going on because the football game is what it is. It's exciting. I love football.
Yeah.
But Taylor Swift, she just kind of adds that extra little bit of excitement of, man, she's there. Let's see how she's reacting. Let's see if she's bored. Let's see what she's eating. Let's see what she's talking about, who she's hanging out with. It's interesting, man. And I could have used some more of that, to be honest with you.
I also like the aspect that it's two people who don't do anything with football that are going to be on this show. Which, be careful, people don't like Jimmy Fallon apparently either.
Right.
But yeah, I'd be into it. Yes, I need more Taylor Swift as much as possible. Now, is it a mock-up thing to where she just so happens to have a movie hitting theaters around this time? Give it like next week. Is this all? Maybe
It could
she
be
and
at
Travis
work.
are just friends and she's just hanging out at the stadium to get the. I don't know. I doubt it, but nonetheless, it's fun. Like, and I love
Yeah,
seeing people get upset about the stupidest things, and seeing people get upset about this is one of the stupidest things in the world. So I just get to
I
laugh
think
every time I see one of those posts. Like New
I
York
think it's
Giants
awesome.
fans were booing her. They played her freaking movie trailer at the stadium, and Giants fans were booing. Like, get a
Jeez.
life, guys. Get a life. Your team sucks. I get it. You're getting destroyed on Monday Night Football right now. But
Mhm.
get over it. Like, that's not your problem that you need to be worrying about right now.
I love it, man. I love it.
I love it. Yes. All
I
right.
love it, and I'll take some more of it, man.
Yes. Like it. I love it. I want some more of it. All right. Let's see. Anything else to touch on? Oh, theme park stuff. You want to touch on some theme park stuff real quick?
Well, just to keep with the football talk, you won your first game of fantasy football this week, sir, right?
Yes, barely.
you beat me
Yeah.
by like 0.9 of a point.
Yeah.
It
Dude,
was a good game. It was a good
I
game.
don't understand what's happening this year. Like my
You
team,
changed your name, you changed up the mojo. Now you're about to go on a run.
I might need to do that on the other league because the other league I'm 0-4. So, I might have to do that in the
Uh,
other league. But yeah, I finally got a win over in that one league, and that's cool. I enjoyed it, but I don't know what I guess Josh Allen finally got going for me. Maybe that was the difference. But
yeah.
I got dogs on my team, and they're all freaking doing nothing. Like the team that's 0-4, I have Joe Burrow. He's not.
Woof.
I don't know what's going on there. I mean, maybe the curse of the Bengals is coming back. I don't know. Joe Mixon's not fully up to scale. Jamar Chase says he's always effing open, but
Yeah, but he ain't got
he's
nobody to
not.
throw it to him.
He's got no points, and it's like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing over here? But you got to tough it out. I mean, that's I don't know how many more weeks we got of that, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Fantasy football's going swell.
Yeah, I'm at the point where I just throw in all Texans players, be like, let's see what happens.
Hey, which isn't bad because your team is good. So
Yeah, apparently.
yeah.
We're doing all right. All right, man. Your team, how's your team doing? Your team, you're already winning in fantasy football.
Yeah, I started 2-0 and now I'm 2-2. So I kind of got overconfident and didn't really pay attention to my lineups and just kind of left whoever was in. And it
Yeah,
bit me this past week, especially. So I hit the waiver wire. We'll see how things go this week.
cool. All right, I did that too, and now I got like I got too many wide receivers on my team and no running backs. But nonetheless, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But a little theme park talk here, real quick.
Sweet, man. Sweet. Speaking of theme park talk, I was watching the new Haunted Mansion before doing the show. on Disney Plus because it's officially streaming now.
I'm glad you brought up Disney Plus because we're going to be talking about that. But what you think of the movie?
I'm halfway into it. I'm enjoying it, man. Definitely like it better than the Eddie Murphy version already. It's kooky, it's spooky, it's interesting, man. I dig it.
Halfway into it, what'd you do? Fall asleep?
No, I started it, and then you're like, "Hey, you want to record a show?" I was like, "Hell yeah, I want to record a show." And now I'm recording the show.
Fair enough. I'm halfway in the season 2 of Chucky to catch up for season 3 premiere because it hits Peacock tomorrow, first episode. So I get through all those
yeah.
And then, you know, I'm off Friday and this weekend. And there's a pay-per-view and, you know, all that stuff. So we got to, you know, figure out schedules and everything. And The Exorcist is out this week. I got to figure out when I'm seeing that. But
hell yeah.
Disney Plus. What do you think of Disney Plus? Do you think it's a solid streaming service? Do you ever go to it all that often?
So my kids use it all the time. Okay, every morning before school we're watching Bluey because Bluey's badass cartoon. So
Blue's
the kids use it. What's that?
Blue's Clues is Nickelodeon, isn't it?
No. Bluey. It's like an Australian dog family. It's freaking hilarious. I love it.
Like Cub Bluey?
No, yeah, it's kind of like Cub Bluey without the cub.
All right, fair enough.
So the kid uses it a lot, but it has to be something specific that I want to watch because it's not my go-to streaming service. I'm definitely Netflix, Peacock, HBO Max. Mm-hmm. But I saw Haunted Mansion was streaming, so I turned it on tonight. And I believe the news that you are about to spill is another reason I might turn it on a little bit more often. Is that what you're trying to cue me up for? Are you trying to put some kind of tease right now, man?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing because the only time I go to Disney Plus, only time I go there.
Yeah, right.
Which may change during spooky season because Hocus Pocus is over there, and I like a little Pocus Hocus. And Nightmare Before Christmas is over there. So, which I only watch like the beginning of that movie during Halloween time because that's when it takes place during Halloween. Then it's all Christmasified. So I don't know. But other than that, which I don't know what other spooky stuff anyways, Disney Plus. The main reason I ever go to Disney Plus to watch anything on there is like the behind the scenes stuff. Like the imaginary stories, the greatest thing Disney Plus has ever done in the history of Disney Plus. I don't care what anybody says. It's the best thing that's ever been on that streaming service.
Yeah.
And they have another thing called Behind the Attraction, which they
that's the show.
Behind the Attraction. And now we have season 2 of that officially announced. That'll be debuting on November 1st. The attractions that they will be going behind is, let's see, episodes will include looks at Pirates of the Caribbean. Fantastic, right? Big Thunder Mountain, that's your favorite, right? Excuse me, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. Indiana Jones Adventure.
Ooh, okay.
Epcot in general, I guess.
All right.
Disney Food. Is that an attraction? Is food?
It's an attraction. That's some people go there for the food. So.
And Nighttime Spectaculars.
All right, so you're losing me a little bit with the Nighttime Spectacular and the food thing, but I am all for the behind the scenes of the attractions, man. So I will be on board immediately for those shows.
Are you fireworks snob?
I mean, I'm not going to want to watch a behind the scenes of it. I mean,
you don't want to see how they make all the things go kabooey?
I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm going to go on a roll. Yeah, there you go. You tied it back. I'm pretty sure I'm going to go on a roll and just watch every episode anyways, but I'm not going to watch it before I watch the Pirates episode. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah, that's cool. I'm glad they're doing a season 2 of that. Hopefully they keep doing more stuff. I need more Imagineering story. Like, I don't know what else you can give me because they're not really doing much Imagineering anymore over there at Disney, if you want to be really honest with it. They're just doing IP stuff. But, anyways, it's cool. I'm glad that's back. And I want to see Epcot. I guess they'll talk about the new stuff at Epcot.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll cover it being made and all that fun stuff. Epcot is a phenomenal land. It's not everybody's favorite because it can be boring or it's really big. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people don't really like it, but it's cool, man. I like Epcot. I will say that behind the attraction show, what would you just say? The Imagineering story?
Yes.
That and the Animal Kingdom stuff are by far my favorite things on the Disney Plus. Like I'm not going there for the Marvel or the Star Wars or the Simpsons or anything like that. I want to watch a random movie like Who Framed Roger Rabbit or some theme park stuff, man.
I forgot about the Simpsons. That's a good call.
Yeah.
Need to watch Simpsons. Yeah, most of the time when I go to Disney Plus, it's either that stuff or I'm going to like Discovery. I'm like, what do you got about the Titanic now? Oh, same stuff. I'll watch it anyways.
Yeah, that's the truth, man.
Yeah. And while we're on streaming services, let's pour one out for iCarly. That was canceled today. Freaking sad news.
Really?
Left on a cliffhanger, man. We're about to see who her mom was finally for the first time ever, but now we don't because. And you know what? Go ahead and cancel Paramount Plus because what the hell is on Paramount Plus now that iCarly's gone? Nothing. Not a thing.
I bought that for a reason. Why did I buy that? Ninja
Ink,
Turtles,
Ink Master, I think.
Ink Master. That's right.
Yeah.
I guess so. If they make another season of that, I'll keep it around.
Which, speaking of, Kat Von D got freaking baptized today. So
I saw that, and I was like, "This is the most random news article for me to see."
oh, it's good to know Kat Von D is still out there somewhere because I haven't heard anything about her in quite some time. So
Yeah.
good to know she's still out there doing something. But
I don't know.
there you go. Do we have anything else? Oh, Universal Land. Epic Universe, they're building. They're doing awesome stuff over there, and some ride vehicles have started to be shown testing. So they're moving along pretty well over there, man. Things are happening. I don't know how you are. Well, you don't you like spoilers in movies, so you'd
Yeah.
probably be fine looking at this stuff. I don't want to look at anything that they're really fully doing over there because I just want it to be announced. You know, it's the same with HHN speculation season where spec maps come out. I'm like, I don't want to see this. Just wait for them to announce it, and I can enjoy the thing. But it's cool to know that there's ride vehicles going on tracks out there and they're getting stuff up and going and having fun. And that land's getting closer than ever to being here before long.
What is there an official opening day yet?
Probably, but I don't remember. It's been so long. It's been so long. I can Google real quick. Talk about something.
So, one thing that's really cool about Universal theme parks kind of staying in that realm are the meet and greets. And Universal has that amazing Grinch meet and greet. I think Disney finally has one that rivals it just a little bit.
What's that?
And that is Jack Skellington, man. I have been seeing these TikToks lately of people meeting Jack Skellington. He is so sassy and he is so flamboyant and he messes with these people so much. It's hilarious, man. And I think that's a good one, man. It's a good one whenever the people actually interact in a sarcastic way with the people going in for the photos. It's my favorite, dude.
I think I saw one. I think I saw one where the girl said she's from Halloween Town. He's like, no, you're not.
That's a good one.
That is a good thing. It probably would never rival the Grinch because I can sit there and watch Grinch videos all day long of the Grinch meet and greet. But
the donkey meet and greet is amazing as well.
Donkey too, yeah.
But what I'm saying is that Disney finally has like a sarcastic character. I've never seen that. It's always been kind of like that gloomy kind of. I mean, I guess the Wicked Stepsisters at Disney is always a lot of fun, but it always just seems to be
fun as well.
What's that?
Isn't Gasto fun as well?
I guess he can be. I've never really seen much of that one. It's kind of more like machoism, kind of like the character from the movie. That's what I'm going by.
Dale, I guess.
Yeah. So it's just kind of good to kind of have that sarcastic kind of mess with the people kind of character meet and greet. I like those the most.
Here's a good topic, and I don't know if we should say this for next episode or what, but meet and greets as an adult. Like, how do we feel about this? Because I remember the last time I went to Disney, I met freaking Buzz Lightyear, and I was ecstatic. I met freaking Mickey Mouse, and he was talking at that time.
Yep.
And I freaking loved it. I was a freaking kid as soon as I went up to the character and started talking to him. I'm like, what's going on? How you doing? That's awesome. Yeah. I did the same thing at Universal, to be honest, when I saw Squidward. I'm like, what's up, dude? Let's plan to kill SpongeBob. What's going on? Yeah. Like, I had a great time. I had an awesome photo op. But how do you feel about, I mean, because you got kids, so it's maybe a little different for you. You get the kid to go up there to take a photo. Like, do you interact with the characters at all?
It's so vastly different, man. So like whenever you're at Disney, you're meeting princesses, you're meeting cartoon characters, you're meeting people that your kids love, you know what I mean? Or that a kid that loves. So like if we take Mia to Disney and she meets one of the princesses, like, oh, this is so cool. She's meeting somebody that she looks up to, that she adores. That's fun. Now spin it my way. I'm looking forward to meeting Megatron at freaking Universal or Beetlejuice. It's like different categories. You know what I mean? Like I'm not going to stand in line to meet. I'm not going to stand in line to meet a princess. You know what I mean? Because it's not for me. I feel like certain ones are for certain people, and I think they do a really good job with it. So I'm not against the meet and greets. I think they're awesome, and if you have the time in your day, I think it's a good experience.
Yeah. Do you ever feel awkward though?
I don't think so.
Okay, cool. Maybe it's just a me thing. All right. Anyways,
you're awkward.
I am very awkward. We need a Disney trip, by the way. It has been far too freaking long at this point. And it's been long if I'm wanting to go to Disney. So it has been a long time since we've been there. But I'm starting to do the freeze thing when I talk. So we might need to close this thing out before we get
Okay, cool,
too
man.
much further. You got anything else?
Nah, man. I think it was a good episode. I'm really on board with my Taylor Swift Tay cast. I hope that happens. I need her to have a box every game just up in the corner, so we can see what she's doing during the football game. Because hey, sometimes games stink, man. I want to see what Tay's doing.
Yeah, I'm all for it. Love the Tay. But that's gonna be
And
it for this
especially
episode.
that game the other night, the Jets Chiefs game actually turned out to be more exciting than we were expecting. Bro, there was a huge range of emotions we could have got from her. There could have been some grief, like, oh no, the Jets are coming back. There could have been some excitement when the Chiefs, finally won that game there when they scored. There's a whole lot of things Taylor could have had going on, man. We missed it. They ain't cut to her enough, man. The hell's that about?
Instead, all we got was Patrick Mahomes' wife sadly eating a chicken nugget. But,
Did you see that meme of nobody dislikes Taylor Swift's attention more than Brittany Mahomes?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bound to happen, I guess. But nonetheless, here we are. We're in the world. Texans are doing great. Panthers are, trying. But we'll figure it all out. Listen, your team's been in the Super Bowl 2 times. My team hasn't even smelled a Super Bowl. So
that's true,
maybe this year. Maybe we finally got our franchise quarterback, and we're on the way to the promised land. Anyways,
it's exciting. It's exciting, man. That your team being good makes the season more fun. Because if both of our teams sucked, good grief, man.
Yeah, that's tough. That would have been tough. All right, well, let's close this thing out, man. It's been a fun episode. What?
We reached the end zone, man. That was your cue. That's how we end the show. We reached the end zone, man.
All right. Well, ball was flying through the air. We caught it. We're in the end zone. We're gonna do a Travis Kelce dance, and we're gonna celebrate the fact that we did National Day today. We talked about football. We talked about theme parks finally for the first time in this freaking show, I'm sure, in quite some time. So appreciate you joining on. We had a good time here as always. Hope you had a good time. If you did, hit that like, comment about your football team. Let us know if they stink or not. Leave the Tay comments alone unless you love Tay. Then you're fine. Comment all you want. But we are the end zone. This is it. Thank you. Touchdown. Show over.
See ya.